Morning, evening, afternoon, yada yada. Hey everybody, Lieutenant Asagro back again for the fourth, fifth time, something like that. Um, First things first, huge apologies to everyone. I know I've said that a lot before, but I really mean it. I think the last time I uploaded was maybe close to a year ago, several months at least. And I don't like that. That's not the reason why I made a channel. Just uploaded a couple of videos and stop. So I do apologize for that. A lot has been going on with me. Elephant in the room for one, like my glasses. I no longer wear them anymore because I got some surgery. Um, I might have alluded to that before, but I got some PRK. I believe it's photoreactive chematography, something like that. It's whereas LASIK. Uh, Sorry, let me mute that. Whereas LASIK is one form of eye surgery, LASIK with an E is this one, with a different operating procedure. I can discuss on that in another video. It's a little bit hard to. It's a little tough to hear the surgery, but I can explain it either or. I got that done in February, and tomorrow is my 6 months evaluation. So we'll see if the surgery is good enough for me to fly. In addition to that, like I said, a lot's been going on. No excuse for my video uploads, but just to let you know, I got the surgery done. I've been getting some private pilot training. I think I'm at 11 or 12 hours now of flight time. I've done a couple of tests to make me more competitive and boost my Air Force. We call it a PICSM score, pilot candidate selection method score, something like that. I've been doing some retests to increase my score. I got selected into the PPP, which is a pilot prep program. I just finished that a couple weeks ago. They took us TDY, a temporary duty, to Indiana, where we flew with the Civil Air Patrol and Air Force personnel to get one like a actual flight hours and flight instruction from people who fly for a living. So that was definitely great. I applied for it, I got it. I was humbled to have received it and the training. It was definitely invaluable. I'm not afraid behind a cockpit anymore. I remember the first time I got in, I was like, ah! And now, not that bad. We got one or two assisted landings in. I need to practice on those a little bit more, but that's neither here nor there. I got some new positions at work. If you recall, I am a 6-1C chemist in the Air Force. A couple of months ago, I had a personal change. Was it a PCA, change of assignment to work from rockets themselves, or sorry, rocket fuel to rocket bodies. But while that was going on, the transition, I had just started the Indiana training, and while there, my current commander called me literally and was like, "We'd like you to be exec for the site." So now I work as exec for the commander, which is it's not the easiest role. I'm not gonna lie. Exec, you think exec is just sitting behind a desk and taking calls. It's a lot of work, but it is humbling because out of everyone on the base, I was chosen. So that was pretty cool. I'm members of the. I am a member of the. What is it? CGOC, our Company Grade Officers Club, where we just host things around on the site. A booster club, where like fun raffles and site events for the lab portion of the site where I work. And whereas the CGOC is for the base, Edwards base as a whole. Honor Guard, if I didn't mention that already. A lot of things happened with that. The training started after I got the surgery, started after I got the surgery. Funny story on that, a little bit of a tangent. with the honor guard, you can't wear sunglasses outdoors. You're supposed to be pristine one image, right? But I can't go outdoors without having sunglasses, so I was only relegated to do indoor um, uh, ceremonies. But the first one that I did outdoors, I got specifically asked if I wanted to do one for a Lieutenant Colonel Friend, Robert Friend, I believe his name is. Recently passed away. He was a Tuskegee Airman, and it's like men like him that gave me the ability to even apply for flight. So I was like, heck yeah, I'm gonna do it. So it was the first one I did outdoors. That was pretty humbling and really cool because I was the only officer there. They specifically wanted an officer to give a flag off to the family, so that was an honor. Um, what else? A couple of other things, um, some program management stuff and things on the side. But suffice to say, I've been really busy behind the scenes, and that brought up twofold reasons why I uploaded now. And about my appearance, I apologize. For one, I'm sheeny bald. I just finished shaving my head and took a shower, so if I'm blinding you, I apologize. And for the scruff beard, since I'm gonna have to shave for work in the morning anyway, I figured I'd just let it rock out. Batman shirt, just want to throw on something cool, and a couple of the new swords and stuff that I did get. But the handsome Squidward's pretty. Up until I find a better spot for it, it might be joining me for a couple of videos. But yeah, one of the two things that kind of gave me that kick in the rear to start uploading again was the first. A good friend Clint, this one's for you, and hope you and Miss Lady are doing well. The baby comes out with no problems at all. That the delivery is smooth, flawless, and Io is a good baby name. So if you change your mind. And the second thing is, like I said, a lot has been going on my end, but I want to use that as kind of a bullet note for of the video that I'm uploading today. A little behind the scenes, I've been recording a couple of videos, and then just stopping them because I would talk about I have a lot to say and then push that off as opposed to just saying it like I did at the beginning. And I'm not saying that to gloat or anything. The reason why I listed everything is that so you can see I'm not just talking. I want to practice what I preach as well. It's overexertion. It's running yourself thin, ragged, getting tired. All of the things that I listed, most of them had nothing to do with my job, right? My job is exec now, and closing up some projects and programs that I had when I was just the chemist. And then everything else, all that other stuff is just superfluous, including the piloting, which even though I want to be a pilot, I'm not one now. And that's just me on my dime and on my time getting some flight hours in, with the exception of the Air Force giving me the training with the Civil Air Patrol. The reason why I throw myself into a lot of things, I might not have mentioned before, but if I did, allow me this moment to just tread back on old ground, is, as you can see here, there's not a lot that happens in my area. And if I can have a little bit of a heart-to-heart, one of the things I do to cope with the silence, what I like to think about it, the quiet, is to throw myself out there, right? If anyone needs help, I'm the first person that they go to because it's always a yes for me. I wanna feel like I wanna be helpful, right? I want people to depend on me, because when they do, sounds kind of lame, but I want to always put myself out there so that everyone knows that I'm the guy who can always help with whatever problem there is. And whereas it's good to do that just to help people, because it's good to do good, period, It helps me battle that quiet that I don't do well in isolation. And that's one of the things that I mentioned prior. One of the things that I wish I knew coming in, how alone you feel sometimes. You join the military to help serve your nation as best as you can, and that's something that I take with honor every time I put on that uniform in the morning. But when you take it off at night and you're there by yourself, sometimes the silence is loud. And this might be, I mean, there's no right or wrong to it. This is just my way. But for my way to combat it is I run out and I do something to help others. The more people I'm helping, the less quiet that it is on my end. But then that has the adverse effect where now I don't say no so much and I just keep running into stuff. So, funny enough, back in officer OTS, officer training school, there was this time, and you might have done this regardless of whether or not you're in the military. There was this time where we were instructed to interview interview one another in our flight. There were 16 of us in our flight, and we were to interview each other, pairs of two, and you would go back and forth talking with each other for X amount of minutes, and then at the end you would write down the pros of the person that you talk with and the cons of the person that you talk with, and you handed it to each other. And it wasn't to beat people up. It was just to let them know, hey, this is what I think you're really good in, and this is what I think you can improve in to be a better person, a better officer, a better airman. And the majority of the cards that I got back stated the same thing. I do too much, or I throw myself out there so much, and I don't always have to do that. Sometimes it's okay to let someone else take that. And I find it funny that if my flight mates, now officers, were to look at this now, they'd probably laugh at me, because it's like I ignored their advice. I still have the cards with me, you know. But now I can see that. There are days where I wake up just tired. Like, why did I throw myself into all of this? What am I doing? No one's telling me to do all this. I just need to do my job and do that well. Then there are other days where I'm like, yeah, I'm bored. Let's just do it and do more, and I throw more on my plate. But all of that to say, be careful with overloading yourself. If I can, have an Io's Corner moment. Do be careful. Take care of yourself, mentally, physically, emotionally. It's good to do good, like I said, full stop, period, but you have to take care of you too. And even though I'm out there running around trying to help as many people as I can, not that many people are going to run around and help me when they have others they have to take care of too. I don't have a family, but maybe others do, and that's not to poop on my fellow airmen. Of course, they would, jump to help me in a heartbeat, but my job shouldn't be to my job should be to do the best that I can, but not to weaken myself in doing that, so if I can best surmise that for everyone else, the point that I was trying to get at is I understand that regardless of military or whatever, you might want to just be like, hey, I can show everyone that I matter, so I'm going to go and volunteer for this, that, and the third, or I'm going to do this for this, that, and the third, and yada yada. It's great to do that. Don't stop. Be the best you that you can be, but don't punish yourself for that goal. Within reason. If you're trying to get that job and that showing your boss that you can do extra is fine, then who am I to say no? Just take care of yourself at the end of the day. Because look, I haven't uploaded in almost a year because I'm too busy trying to chase this ideal, trying to stiffen out the quiet. And now I almost long for the days where I have that peace and I'm in so much stuff. Not that I'm complaining again. I'm happy to be needed. I'm happy to have the position where I can help others. I'm happy to have the position where I can make people happy all the time, defend the country, or I can fly, or God willing, I get chosen to fly. But yeah, I don't want to get that too long. Let me get off my soapbox. But yeah, I just wanted to say that sometimes it's good to mellow out a little bit. So I'm taking this time now to make a video instead of putting it off another week because, oh, I'm so busy. You know what? Let me take my bald head and just make a video. And hopefully this resonates with some of you. I'm about at 15 minutes now, so I won't take too much longer. The next one, the next videos, they'll be a little bit more succinct. I'll try to have them focused on one topic at a time, same as before, only this time I will have the script just like I was told to before. That's about it. Notes for the channel. I am still looking into getting some music done, some banners, intros, outros, and all of that. I'm talking to some friends now. We'll see if that ends up. But if anybody listening to this wants a good commission, maybe you can work with me and we can get something together. Likewise, I'll see if I can throw some music in there so this stuff is less boring. Maybe sprucing up the back so you're not looking at me and Squidward's bald heads all the time. But do bear with me in the meantime. I do want to again go back to uploading once a week, maybe either on Wednesdays or the weekends. 10 to 15 minute videos each time. In addition to that, I do want to jump back onto the Twitch stream, play some games with you guys, since you know it's kind of my shtick. Sorry, guys and gals, or girls, or women. I don't know, guy and yeah. But to play with you all and give back to everyone as well. You know, get some gift cards, which I have to mail one out, or some prizes and raffles and whatnot. But yeah, look for some good things in the future. Thank you for everybody for watching. Sorry again for the delay. Hopefully they won't be that much longer in the future. And if I could leave any closing words, chase your dreams, everybody. Lord knows I did not think I would be here in my last upload, and here I am now. I'm this close to being a pilot. I can see without glasses. I have one of the most important jobs on site. Everybody knows me. I'm popular. This is awesome. I just came back from the gym, ran, it's not, I mean, neither here nor there, but I just ran a 11-minute, 30-something second mile and a half, which you guys might be like, I do that for breakfast. But for me personally, the fastest I ever ran one was an 11:23, and that was when I was fighting to get into the military. So to know that I'm only 10 seconds off from my all-time best 2 years later is pretty good. Chase your dreams. Don't let your dreams be dreams. My slogan, my motto for this year is 2019, everybody eats. You're going to taste success. So go out there and do big things, everybody. And I'll catch y'all later. Thanks for listening to me ramble, and have a good day, evening, afternoon, and all of that. Peace.